Hello, I'm Hugh from Sukhita Yoga, and today I'm going to take you through a short yoga sequence looking at areas where yoga can help us with mental challenge. That might be low mood, it might be anxiety, it might be feelings coming from being isolated or lack of motivation. And we tend to hold these feelings and these emotions in our neck, our shoulders, lower back, hips. So we're going to work through some of these areas and see how yoga can really help release some of this tension. So we're going to start off sitting on the floor, and if you're comfortable sitting cross-legged, that's absolutely great. And I'm comfortable these days like this, but when I first started yoga, I was really out here. So if that's for you, then bring your feet out like this, okay? And first of all, we're going to connect to our breath. So we want to sit comfortably, okay? So that means having a little bit of height underneath your sitting bones, and that's great. Place your hand on your stomach and take a couple of breaths in. And take the time to really feel down low in the body. The deeper we can feel the consequence of the breath, then the more relaxing and softening the breath feels. And you can move from this center forward and back and just encourage your heart to open up. And feel the spine begin to release. And give yourself the opportunity to connect to your breath and the feeling of being seated on the floor. Now, we're going to do a lot of movement from this center. So, to get used to that, we're going to move this around, and as we do that, see if you can let the shoulders remain parallel to the floor. And that needs you to let go of the shoulders from the rib cage. So if you're feeling that's being bound together, then allow your ribs and your shoulders to separate. So you begin to feel the shoulders moving more freely. And then we're going to move this center forward and let the heart rise. So if you see that from the side, here we're letting the shoulders open up and the head drop back. And then draw the core in your center into the spine, let the body come down. And then the center away, let the body rise. Shoulder blades relax, back of the heart open. Exhale. Inhale. And let the body come up. And then move this center round in a circle again, just encouraging your shoulders to release, your spine to let go. And then we're going to take the center into the spine and release your ribs forward. So don't be tempted to drop your head or your heart. Let the body release forward. So let your ribs release forward. And then move this center in a circle again. And see if you can relax your shoulders. But what you'll notice more is that you'll begin to feel the need to release in your hips. And this is really good. So you may find that it feels a bit clunky in your hips, and that's okay. Because as we begin to move from the center and invite our hips to move, this is something they may not be very used to or familiar with. So it takes time, so just be patient with yourself. And in all of the work that we're doing here, don't push yourself into any sense of discomfort. If you're dealing with injury, perhaps just watch the session and then pick it up again in a couple of days' time. And never push into pain. And then draw your center forward and let the body come out. Okay? And then we're going to move from this center and allow the body to begin to twist. Okay? So softly smile, relax the tension inside your head. So if you feel tense about what you're doing, let this tension release, drop the inner edge of the shoulder blades and let your heart open up. And it's amazing how much more relaxed the body feels if you allow yourself to smile as well. And then draw the core back and the center comes round the other way and work the other side. And then come back. And then place your hands back behind you here. And begin to move the center forward and back and let your shoulders begin to release. And then work back the other way. So it's all coming from the center and you're encouraging your shoulders to let go. And then draw the shoulders up tight, and as you breathe out, let them go. Draw them up tight, and let them go. And then, a nice little trick to release the shoulders is to drop the inner edge of your shoulder blades. So the inner edge, the side of the shoulder blades closest to your spine, let them drop down and feel how that relaxes your heart. Now, place your feet on the floor, or as close as they can, and we're going to move this center forward and relax the body off the floor, and let the body come down. So try not to push through the shoulders. Center forward and back. centre forward and back. And if that feels comfortable, you can continue to do that. If you'd like to do a little bit more, you place the left foot in the centre and send it forward, release the right leg and come back and keep the right leg off the floor. Away and back. And swap the feet and back. Inhale and back. Separate your feet and move your centre round again. And then we're just going to move to the side. So take your centre to one side, to the right side, and release the body out to the left. If you can cross your legs comfortably, you can allow this to happen. And just go as far as is comfortable. Okay, if your hips feel flexible, you may find you can touch the floor, but don't strain to do that. And then work back the other way. And lengthen down this side. So really feel that you're releasing the side, not stretching it. Okay, so really allow the body to open up and release. Okay, and then move centre back again. And shake off the shoulders. Give the whole body a shake. And then what we're going to do is we're going to draw our centre in towards our spine and relax the heart forward. Now, if you're a little stiff in the hips, you may not feel that you can go forward very fast, so then you want to take your legs to one side. But if you feel more open in your hips, you can allow the body to come all the way over. So when we're on our hands and knees here, this is a great place to begin to work at releasing the tension in our neck and in our shoulders and in our hips. So first of all, softly rotate the inner thighs back. It's just a small movement, but it feels like you're opening up and releasing across the back of the pelvis. And then we're going to move this centre in a circle. And as we do that, notice where the tension in your body is. And be kind to yourself. Don't push through. Smile at some of the stiffness and tightness that's there. And gradually move your centre around, giving your body an opportunity to begin to open up. And I think this is an excellent exercise for freeing up your spine and finding where that tightness and stiffness in the shoulders and hips is, so that you can begin to ease that out. And then you're going to draw this centre in towards your spine. And this is going to drop your head down, and you feel the back of your heart arching up. Just take a few breaths here. And then when you next breathe in, you're going to move this centre away from your spine and forward and allow your heart to come up and the tailbone rise as well. Okay, so you now have the opportunity here. You can move in a smaller circle here and ease out your shoulders and your hips, and then exhale, let the body come back in, inhale, away, and exhale. And then one of the things that's really helpful about noticing where tension is coming into using balance a little bit more. So we're going to bring our mind into the left knee and relax the weight out of the right leg. Now, draw your centre away from your spine and let that right leg release out. So keep your right leg as soft as you can. So try not to grip in the hip and the muscles. If you are, then bend the knee a little and come back, and then take the core away again and get used to moving from this centre into the spine and away, into the spine and away. And see if you can find a place where there's a softness. And then exhale, come back. Swap your legs over, centre away, let the body rise. And then you can bring the centre into the spine and centre away and centre in and centre away. Good. Okay, and now to work with the balance a little bit more. Okay, swap your legs around again, centre away, and this time release your left hand. And if you find the body's gone all tight, trying to hold this balance, then come back a bit and find a place where you can relax that out a little bit more and see if you can keep the body relaxed as it goes into this balance. And back again, and then work the other side. And back again. Now you can do that again each side, or if you'd like to do a little bit more, you can then take the centre away, let the leg come out, and then bend your knee, move the centre to the side. And then relax the left hand off the floor and hold your right foot and gently expand from your navel to your heart, opening up the body. Okay, keep your mind in the knee that's on the floor, and when you breathe out next time, let the body come down. Swap your attention over into this right leg and draw the core or your centre away from the spine. Bend your knee, let the knee go out to the side, release your right hand back and expand between the navel and the heart again. And exhale down. And then come back and do just a couple more circles of your centre round and begin to explore perhaps how your hips and your shoulders may be feeling a little different or not. And then come back to centre. Good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to draw the centre back and bring buttocks down onto the heels and relax the heart down. Take a couple of breaths here. And then look up at the front of your mat, okay, and draw your centre away from the spine and the heart comes over, tuck your toes in. And then listen to your toes on the floor as you draw this centre up and back and relax your body off the floor. Now, downward facing dog doesn't always feel like a position of relaxation. It can feel like you're really working hard through the arms and the legs. So if that's the case for you, bend your knees. Find your centre. So draw in your tummy a little bit. Okay, and relax your elbows and let the centre begin to provide the support you need. And then, as you breathe out, gently bend your knees. Okay, and you're going to draw your centre away from the spine and let the body step forward. And when you breathe out next time, draw your centre into your spine and allow your ribs to release down. Now you might need to bend your knees, that's fine. Take a couple of breaths here. Now keep your mind in your feet and look up. Keep feeling the feet on the floor, and then when you next breathe out, draw your centre forward and allow the body to rise up away from the floor and come back. Good. Okay, so let's continue to explore how to release tension out of your hips. Okay, and one of the ways I like to do this is to work with the body, a bit like, if you can remember the David Attenborough and the silverback gorillas and that sort of thing. You want to be like a silverback gorilla. So here's the big open back here. And you want to keep your knees soft and your hips relaxed, and you're simply staying here in balance. So if you draw your centre forward, the body comes up. If you draw your centre into the spine, the body comes down. And we're just moving the centre, allowing the legs and the hips to release. And then draw the centre forward and let the body come up and shake out. So we're going to work that 2 or 3 times. See if you can keep the body really relaxed. So feel your feet, relax your ankles, your knees, your hips, your shoulders. And you're going to draw the centre back and relax the body down. And then draw the centre forward as you breathe in. So breathe out and breathe in. Keep your mind in your feet. If you feel yourself being wobbly, really feel your feet in contact with the floor and draw them. And as you do this, begin to see how the hips, the knees and the shoulders begin to feel. Okay, good. So now we're going to go down in a forward bend, but this time we're going to do it slightly differently. We're going to drop the chin onto your chest. Okay, so you're going to have the spine and the vertebra of the spine. And as you go down, don't think of the vertebra going down, but think of the next vertebra going up. So, as you draw your tummy into your spine, the body comes down, and then as you draw your tummy away, the body comes up. Down. As you breathe out, and breathe in. And come back. Okay, so no strain in the neck or in the spine. You only go as far as is comfortable. And then finally, what we'd like to do is work with opening up the heart and the shoulders. So to do that, we're going to bring this centre forward. Now, if we're not careful, when we bring the centre forward, we're going to fall out of the posture. So keep your mind in your feet. As you draw the centre forward, relax your body. And your body wants to do something different to keep the sense of balance. So this isn't pulling yourself into a back bend, it's releasing your body. Feel the back of the heart releasing to the ceiling. And gently draw your centre back in. Okay, now check out if you are holding in your shoulders. It's really easy to do that. So draw your centre forward, let the body open up and release. And let the heart be free and draw back. Draw forward, open up the heart. Shoulders release and draw your centre back. Draw the centre forward, release your heart to the ceiling. And gently draw the centre back. And then shake out. Now, come to the front of your mat. Okay, relax your feet, soften the back of your knees. Okay, release the hips. And it's helpful just to rotate the inner thighs a little bit to let the tension come out from the hips and your lower back. And feel the body is soft and free. Now, working from this centre, as you breathe in, centre forward and let the body relax. And as you breathe out, draw your centre in towards your spine. Inhale, draw it a little bit forward and let the body release and then step back. As you breathe out, relax your knees to the floor, bring your heart down. And then draw your centre forward a little bit, allow the body to come up just as much as is comfortable. And then, as you breathe out, come back onto your knees, down into child posture. Now, keep your attention in your left leg. And as you draw your centre away, release your right leg as you breathe in and stay here. Now, let your hips sink towards the floor. Okay, but let your centre draw the heart forward. So if you draw the centre forward, allow the heart to come up. And keep the hands relaxed. And then as you next breathe out, draw the centre in and let your leg come back. And then as you breathe in once more, draw your centre away, let the heart rise. And as you breathe out, draw your centre back into your spine and let the body come down. And then have your mind in your right leg. And when you're ready, on the next breath in, draw your centre forward and relax that left leg forward. Don't worry about how far it comes. That's entirely up to you and see how your body feels. Now, see if you can relax your right hip here. Okay, and then let the hips drop and draw your centre forward and let the body relax up. And keep the hands low, or if you want, you can take the hands up and release behind your heart. So the back of the heart comes up towards the ceiling. And see how your shoulders are being invited to let go of this tension. And then breathe out and take the centre back. Breathe in and breathe out. Come all the way down. And then on the next breath in, draw centre forward. And then draw your centre up and back and come into down dog once more. And then bend your knees and look up. Draw your centre forward and step forward or walk forward. And breathe out. Allow the spine to release down. Take a breath or two here. And then look up. And when you're ready, draw your centre forward as you breathe in and allow the body to expand up. And exhale, come back to centre. So now step out to the right. Right foot pointed and back foot across. Breathe in, let the arms go out to the side. Now, take your time here. Move the centre around and let the knees release. So you feel all your hips, your knees, your ankles, your shoulders, the spine is all let go. And as you do that, feel how the mind wants to be soft. And then draw your centre towards the back of your edge of your mat. And relax the body in the opposite direction. It doesn't matter how far you go, but you're looking for this sense of release, open and softness. Okay, if it's easier to look down into your foot for balance, that's great, or you can turn your hand and look at the ceiling. And then look at your front foot and move your centre in that direction, let the body come up, and turn your feet the other way. And work the other side. Down you go. Don't worry about how far you go, but if the flexibility and freedom's there, you can let the body release all the way to the floor. Okay, take your time here. You can move your center around here. Keep the backs of your knees soft so you don't feel any sense of strain. And then move your center towards that front foot and let the body come up. And have your feet parallel. Now move the center from side to side and allow the body to release. So you're not pushing with your feet here. You're moving your center and relaxing your legs. And this is helping you open up your hips, open up the knees, release the ankles, no sense of tension. And then when you're ready, hands on your hips, elbows back. See how that invites you to open up your heart, drop the inner edge of your shoulder blades, and then draw your tummy in and let the body come down. Take a few breaths here. And then softening your knees, draw your center away and allow the body to expand. And exhale back, bend your knees, and then draw this center up towards your heart and allow the body to come in. Good. Relax out. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of hip opening. So bring your attention into the left foot and move your center around and let your right leg move to keep the balance in your back. And simply allow that to happen more. So as you move your center around, listen to the left side of the body and then move the center around in the opposite direction and let the body release and come back and then work the other side. Okay, so if you feel unsteady with this, keep your attention in that right foot. And with all balances, it pays to have a sense of humor. So just smile if you fall out of balance. It's not important. Don't fall over though. Let the leg come down. Don't brace yourself to try and stay in balance. Let the leg relax and open up. Good. And then we can move the center away and the knee goes out. And perhaps bring the foot in. And you can have the foot against the thigh here, or you can have it against the calf, or you might want to have it on your foot. And allow the body to release here. Draw your center away and let the body relax out. And feel that real sense of length. Now drop the inner edge of the shoulder blades, soften in the hips, and exhale, come down. And then work the other side. So whatever you did one side, do the same the other. So you could be up here, or you could be here, or again, foot on the other foot. And relax here. Listen to your breath. Feel your breath. And exhale them down. And then come to the front of the mat. Draw your center forward and let the body expand, and then breathe out. And breathe in. Step back out. And come down onto your knees. Breathe in and breathe out. Come down into child. Draw your center away, let the heart come over your hands, and then all the way up and back. Step or walk to center and sit down with your knees bent. Draw your center forward and feel your heart opening. So remember this from the warm-ups that we were doing. And draw the center in towards your spine and relax the body forward. Softly smile. And then gently draw the center away. Okay, good. Bring your knees together and bind around your legs. Draw your center towards your knees and let the legs release. So you can stay here, or you can allow the legs to expand, but your center's moving forward and the body stays soft. So if you find yourself gripping, maybe hold behind your knees, let the shoulders relax. And exhale, come back down, and have one leg bent. Draw your center forward and let the heart open, and breathe out as you draw around. Softly rotate your inner thigh so the knee comes over towards that left leg, and relax the body around. Now, bring your center towards your right hip and let the heart open, and softly smile. Relax the tension in your head and notice where there's tension in your body. If you need to ease off a little bit, then do that. Okay? And keep the body spacious and open. So this is really helping to open up and release behind your heart, opening with the spine, and Exhale back, and then work the other side. Relax the hand behind you, let the shoulder blades release, let the heart open. And then inhale back to center. Separate your legs once more and draw your center in and release your heart forward. So get used now by moving the center in a circle. See if you can begin to feel a greater release in your hips and in your shoulders. Play with this. Allow the body to relax and soften out a little more. And then gently draw the core away or the center away from your spine so you feel the body rise. Cross your legs, or you can take the feet to one side and pull in and let the heart come over. Inhale, look up. Exhale, draw your core up and back. Inhale, step to center. Exhale, down. And then minding your feet, inhale, come all the way up and back. Now, keep your mind in your left foot and step out with the right. Right foot pointing. Okay, place your hands on the creased line between your legs and your torso and feel the warmth of your hands. And then expand here and allow your neck to bend. Now, keep your mind in your back foot. Okay, this is where all our support's going to come from here. So we want to feel that foot's nicely planted. Okay, and then draw your center towards that foot and release your body in the opposite direction. Just touch the elbow onto your knee. Look over your rear shoulder. So this is a good stretch across the pelvis, opening up in the hips. Now if you feel flexible here, you can continue to move your center towards that back foot and allow your hand to come down. Now if your shoulder feels tight, you can drop your hand down underneath and release the arm forward, and it feels like the shoulder opens up and there's more flexibility there. If you're comfortable here and you'd like to do more, then you can bend the elbow and allow the elbow to drop down towards the floor. Okay, and take the arm underneath and bind your arms behind. But don't strain to do this. Just work at wherever feels comfortable for you. Okay, so this is a really nice opening across the hips. Okay, and then inhale all the way up and turn your feet the other way. So we're going to repeat that on the other side. So it's not always the case that each side is the same. So you may find one side feels stiffer than another. That's okay. Just stay to whatever level feels good for you. And then gently draw your center towards that front leg, let the body come up. Now arms out, have your ankles underneath your hands. Okay, and then bring the heels in a little. So your feet are out at kind of 10 to 2. And then expand across the front of the pelvis and allow the body to slowly come down. Now find your center. And then draw the center forward and feel your heart opening out. And allow the body to expand here. Turn your palms upwards. Draw your center forward and relax the arms towards the ceiling. Good. And then exhale, draw the center in and bring the hands down. Okay, now with your feet in this position, if it's comfortable, you can stay here or you can bring the feet a little bit closer together. We're going to start moving the core from one side to the other. And it may be enough to do this. But if you'd like to do more, then as you draw the core over, you allow the body to release. See how my right foot is vertical? Okay. Now I'm not going to push with the leg, I'm simply going to move my center to the other side and allow the body to release. And back the other way. Okay, so try to have your heart up. Okay, so facing forward as you do this. Okay, good. And then come back, feet parallel this time, and come into a forward bend. And then look up and look forward, and gently draw your center forward, let the body come up. And exhale. And remember again, from the center, take it to the heart, and allow the body to release. Good. Now, gently bend your knees. Keep the knees together. take the hands behind you and begin to lower your sitting bones to the floor. You can take your legs to the side if it's easier. Separate your legs once more. Bring the soles of your feet together and draw your centre forward. Open up your heart. Okay. Now we're going to take the legs wide and draw your centre into your spine and allow your ribs to release forward. Move your core in a circle here. Let your heart open up. Feel the length between the navel and the heart, but try to avoid lifting your chin. Keep the chin slightly tucked in and feel how your hips are being invited to release out. Your shoulders are being invited to release. The neck is freeing up. Okay? And keep that sense of expansiveness in your back. Okay, so feel the body's releasing and opening. And draw the centre in, and you're going to hit the edge of tension here fairly soon, somewhere in this posture. So watch what happens when you do. See how if you go too far, everything closes up and everything becomes tight and difficult. Back off just a little bit until you feel that there's a sense of release. You might need to have your knees bent up, and that's fine as well. And then when you're ready, draw your centre forward as you breathe in and release. Good. Now, keeping your knees together, gently lie down on your back and separate your feet. Now, lengthen one leg and release your knee over your chest. Now, try not to pull the knee in. Okay? So what you're looking for here is to allow the hip to relax out. Now, you can keep your knee bent, and as you draw your centre towards the left, you can release the leg out to the right. But if you're comfortable with this, you can have the leg straight, or you can hold your big toe, and as you draw to one side, release the leg out. Doesn't matter how far it goes down, but try to keep your left side of your body in contact with the floor. And then draw your centre back. And then bring your chin to your chest. But don't pull yourself up. Instead, take this centre and move the centre into the spine and release the heart towards your leg. Okay, you can have your knee bent when you do this. And draw the centre away and let the leg release. And then repeat on the other side. So softly bend your leg, move the centre in a circle to start with. Let the body open up and release. And then when you're ready, you might hold your big toe or behind your leg, draw the centre away and let the leg rise. And then bring the centre to the right and release the body out to the left. Doesn't matter how far it goes. So the foot doesn't need to go to the floor, don't force it. And then draw the centre back. Chin on your chest, draw your centre into the spine and relax your heart towards your leg. No strain here, so don't pull the leg up or down, and don't pull your heart up. Work from your centre and then centre away from your spine and let the body come down. Bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor, heels close to your buttocks. Okay? So make sure you're comfortable. So don't pull the feet in to the point where you feel your body's under tension, and shake out from the centre. Now keep your attention in your feet and take your centre towards the ceiling and relax the body off the floor. Now, can you allow yourself to relax your shoulders? So drop that inner edge of the shoulder blades. Okay? Try not to push through the shoulders. Try to make all of the action come from this centre. And if it's comfortable, you can move from side to side and release the shoulders towards your hips. And then relax your hands behind your back and interlock your fingers if it's comfortable for you. Take a few breaths here. And then exhale, come down. And then we can repeat that again. Or if you'd like to do a little bit more, and if you need to listen to your body for this, your fingertips can go towards your shoulders, the palms flat on the floor. You're going to move your centre towards the ceiling. Now the temptation is going to be to push through your shoulders, and you don't want to do that. what you want to do is keep moving this center. Okay, so in order to move that center, we need to move it from side to side and gently allow the shoulders to begin to walk in towards our feet. And then if our hands are on the floor, what we can allow is the shoulders to walk off the floor and relax into the back bend. And then reverse that, keeping your chin tucked in as you come down. So no resting on the crown of your head when you do that. Okay? Keep the head free so that the neck is soft and relaxed. And then bring your knees over your chest and move your center in a circle and back the other way. And then slowly expand your legs. Now, if it's comfortable to have your legs straight, then that's great. But if you need to bend your knees up to release the tension in your back, then that's good as well. What you're looking for is your back to be open, soft, relaxed, shoulders without tension, hips free. Let the palms go to face the ceiling. Gently smile. Now begin to connect with your breath. So if it's helpful, place your hand back onto your stomach. And feel your breath in the palm of your hand. Congratulate yourself for working through this yoga sequence. Listen to how your body feels now. Softly smile. And recognize that working with yoga is about looking after yourself. So, in order to look after ourselves, we need to listen to how we are. So take your mind through your body now, starting at the crown of your head. Gently tense all the muscles of your face and exhale, release. And then on the inhale, tense your shoulders and neck and exhale, release. On the inhale, feel your ribs expand and exhale, release. On the inhale, tighten all the muscles of your arms so perhaps they come off the floor and on the inhale, tighten your thighs, your abs, the glutes, and exhale, release. On the inhale, draw your toes towards your knees, and exhale, release. On the inhale, screw your toes up, and exhale, release. And then allow your body to relax. Now come into your center. Take a deliberate breath in and out. Bring your knees over your chest a little perhaps, and gently rock from side to side if it's comfortable for you. And then gently rocking from side to side, slowly roll over and gently sit up. Rotate the inner thighs, core forward, feel your heart open up, relax the front of your face, gently smile. Relax any tension you feel inside your head, around your brain. Drop your inner shoulder blades. Feel a sense of expansion across the pelvis. If you need to sit like this because it's more comfortable, then this is good. Connect to your breath. And thank you.